side, Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will score. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up.
Gray is the motion man here. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he stops at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The reception for Rashid Shaheed. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Jackson Smith and Digba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. Got a man at corner, the tight end. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On play action, here's Darnold. Moving to his left, taking off. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On second down, Walker. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Escaping to his left. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is close to the pileup, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the...
He puts it up, and it's caught. A.J. Carter. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Nico Remigio will bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short game. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
9 yards to go.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally take him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And in motion is Brown. 3rd and long for Mahomes. He's going to try it here again. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A gain there of 27 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. Darnold now to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That's Drew Tranquil in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Patrick to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It is third and long. Here's Mahomes. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end Gray. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
You're outside. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 88 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Myers now to add the PAT. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Remigio now on the return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot. trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We go set. Hey, set.
Once again, it's Walker. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be taken down. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. That is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Walker trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. One more time with Walker. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Rush gets incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 34-yard line.
The throw on 1st down is Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
2nd down.
To throw is Darnold. Taken in right side by will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Toss, right side, sharpening. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. As you can see, once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Mahomes. The ball comes out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. To the goal line and in. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Remigio now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Julian Love, the former Notre Dame star, with the good coverage, and he's able to knock one away.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking. Ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's going to look downfield once again. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming.
Yellow.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
At the Seahawks 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Yellow, yellow.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You're set. Motion, motion. Set.
Start of the 4th, and it's a run with Charbonnet. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
We're going set. Set.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Garner. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Third down, 3 to go.
Here goes that.
Darnold to throw. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Deep to return, it's Nico Remigio. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Ernest Jones. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He was hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. We'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Chiefs 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Yellow.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately with his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
That's my heart. Dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.